All right, you know the vibes. We're gonna start off with some wins. Let's hear it. We got some cool questions lined up as well. So who's gonna start us off with some wins? I want to hear some bangers.
I'll go.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so my win is not feeling as full anymore because I'm doing more heavy lifting, and that's a big win for me because I started the program, I don't know, at the last week of January, and I was so full all the time, and now my body's kind of gotten used to that, and now I'm like actually hungry, which is great.
That's great. Yeah, that means you're getting stronger in the gym, putting more muscle in your body, getting more hunger. I love that.
The
What's
gates are getting fed.
yeah, what's the game plan now for you, Hannah? What do you feel like you need to do now to pivot?
Um, So I think I just have to be a little bit smarter about the meals, like really focus on it just being like cleaner protein, less than just like getting a quick yogurt protein. Like I really need to actually get like the food.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna plan on doing.
Right on the money.
Yeah.
Focus on really nutrient dense options now and focus on high quality protein. Yeah. Thanks for sharing, Hannah. I love that. Next one. Let's hear it, guys.
I can go.
Let's hear it.
My win is the opposite of what she just said. I'm actually fuller for longer times, which is good. Um, I think my win is that I'm craving junk food a lot less, or I'm not craving junk food at all, even when it's in front of me. I just think that, oh, my stomach is gonna hurt, or it's just not good for me. So I just don't reach for junk food whatsoever, even though it's in my house. So that's it.
Hara, that's a huge win because remember at the beginning of this, you were like, so what do I do when I'm craving all this stuff and blah blah blah. Do you remember that?
Yes, and we had I remember the girls had a conversation about Takis, and I was like, yes, Takis is so good. But now I'm like, it's okay. Like it's fine. I'm not gonna die if I don't eat it. Like I'll eat it if it's there, but it's fine. I don't crave anything anymore. And I'm
That's
full for much
awesome.
longer times because I'm consuming a lot of protein. So I don't even feel like the hunger to go and reach out for like small things to fill me up just in the moment.
So nice.
I mean, hey, that's exactly where you want to be, Hara, honestly. Like kudos to you. You're putting in the work, you're staying consistent. Now your body's adapting to it. Good stuff. I love that. Next win. Let's keep it pushing.
I can go next. My next win, I guess my win for the week is I finally just kind of put my pride aside and I permanently carry a bottle of hot sauce in my backpack everywhere I go. Because you can go places and sometimes you're just not, I don't know, I need some spice in my life, you know what I mean? And this is my personal win. It's definitely improved my meals tenfold. Gets me excited for the next meal. Can't wait to feel the gains and all that fun stuff.
I love that one.
That's a honestly, great hack. Just bring a little Cholula and wherever you go.
Can never go wrong. It stays in my backpack. Stays strapped.
Dylan, I'm gonna send you a picture of the side pocket of my car when I get to it because I think you guys are all gonna laugh. I have like 100 Cholula packets in there. Like I went to go get my car serviced and they texted me why I have all those Cholula packets.
Put in the
You'll never
Cholula
understand.
favorite hot sauce. I think I like Frank's. OG
Yuck.
Frank's is
It's kind of crazy.
or some
A little
good
interesting.
Tabasco sauce. I feel like a dad, but
Yo, uncle, what's going on over there, man?
No,
That's
time and a place. Time
really
and a place. Please.
concerning.
Time and a place, please.
yeah, yeah. All right, all right. Cancel me, cancel me. I don't care. Okay. Next win.
Steph Silva.
Yeah. So mine is I'm down to 137 pounds, which is really exciting. So yeah, for context, I started at like 145, so that's really exciting for me.
Let's go. What's biggest noticeable difference? Doesn't have to be physique wise.
Honestly, like I mean, honestly, petite wise, like looking at old pictures, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so much thinner now when I wear dresses. Like I get more excited now, you know? It's just, yeah, I'm looking the way that I want, which is exciting.
And Steph, tell them what the shift was for you and what the mentality you had this week where you hit that.
Yeah, so I was telling Tati, we just had a meeting right before this. Like, there's sometimes I get hit with busy weeks, mostly at the end of March and beginning of April. Usually that's just what happens every year. And at least this time around, I was like, okay, we can't hit all the workouts, but we're not going to go backwards. So let's stay in the calorie deficit. Like, that's going to be my non negotiable, and like get in my walks when I can get them in. And that's what put me at 137. So I got really excited when I saw it this morning. I was like, yes, because I was kind of scared it was gonna go back up, but it stayed. It actually just went down. So yeah.
Went down on a week where you didn't even think you put in 100% of the work.
Yep. There was a week though. I think it was like in March that it went up a little bit, and that's what like kind of like caught me. I was like, okay, if I don't stay consistent with my meals, it's just gonna keep going up and I'm gonna lose all the progress I just worked on. So that has to be my non-negotiable. That was like the change when I noticed it. It went up like, I don't even know, like 1 pound, but like still, that's still like a big difference when you're working towards losing. So that was the shift. I was like, okay, well, that's one thing I have to prioritize even when I'm busy is my calorie deficit.
Yeah.
Amazing job.
Yeah. Tati, you sound like you,
I don't know why, guys. I don't know why I'm having this issue today. Is my mic still echoing right now?
now you're good now. I thought you
We're
were about,
just gonna have to we're gonna go with it.
I thought you were about to start singing for us or something.
But what I was gonna say is also, guys, what me and Steph were talking about. This week she couldn't get in her workouts, right? Not all of them, or just she was very sporadic with her schedule. So she said, okay, I'm going to focus on my meals then. That is, I'm going to be 100% on point with my meals. If I can't get in my workouts, if I know my movement's going to be a little bit like lower this week, that's going to be my main focus. What happened? She's at the lowest weight she's ever been. Okay. When you focus on certain inputs, you guys, the results will still come. We don't necessarily have to go all in every single week with every single thing. That's just not how life is, right? So, super proud of you, Steph, because you're still seeing those results even when you had a little PTSD.
Yep. No, yeah. Thank you, Tati. Appreciate it.
Oh.
Yeah, guys, adapt. Make sure you're adapting to what life's throwing at you. That doesn't mean to just completely throw in the towel. Like, oh crap, I can't work out this week, but I'm gonna eat Ben and Jerry's every night. Like, what? What? It doesn't make sense.
It means you should go harder on your nutrition.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. All right, guys, couple more wins. Let's keep them rolling.
And you know what that just reminded me of as well? Hannah, when she went on vacation and she knew her movement might be a little bit different, she ordered Nutri-Meals.
Love that.
Guys, it's literally just about the adaptation and the give and take within your schedules. That's literally what's going to get you results, because you don't need to be 100% perfect in order to see the results. Obviously, you'll see them quicker, yes. Why wouldn't you? But, focus on what you can.
100%. And, do what you can. Figure it out. If you really want this bad enough, you'll figure it out. The funny part about life is whatever you actually want, you actually get. You just make it a priority. Ashley, I want to hear from you.
Ashley, did you dye your hair?
I did.
Oh my gosh, it looks, wait, come closer in the camera. Oh my gosh, Ashley, it looks so good.
It's actually not at the color I want it to be quite yet. I just didn't put enough dye. I didn't keep it in long enough. Trying to go for like an auburn color. Thanks, Steph.
It's looking fire. It's gonna get there.
Thank you. So a big win actually for like a month. I was fluctuating within 1 pound, and I literally wanted to die. I was so annoyed, and I felt like I was doing everything right, and except I think it was like my water intake. Like, I wasn't drinking a lot of water. I don't know why that just happened, but I finally dropped like literally 2 pounds in like a freaking week.
and a half or something like that. And I was like, what even was that? So I was still going hard in the gym. I was eating pretty good. Like, I was like, whatever. I'm just gonna ride the wave, just fluctuating. And so I rode the wave. I made some tweaks. And I'm almost under 200, which I haven't been in so long. So that's super, super exciting.
Let's go.
How
Let's
long has
go.
it been since you've been under 200 pounds, Ashley?
Probably 4 years.
Let's go.
Probably 4 or 5 years.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
And what are some of the shifts that you did make? It's what's the word I'm looking for? I'm stuttering here. Like, despite the water, despite.
Yeah. So I think it was, so I started eating more like whole foods, like more fruits and vegetables, and adding more of that into my diet. I kind of took out carbs, like potatoes and rice. Like, I just don't really eat those. Definitely more water, and I went up a little more in my weight at the gym, like adding more weight, and made sure that I had a really filling, satiating meal after working out, so that I was satiated for a long time after. So those were kind of the changes I made, I feel like, and less snacking, and pre-logging my stuff in the morning, my breakfast
changer.
and my lunch, so that I
Yup.
knew how much I had for dinner, and then I planned based on that for dinner.
Yes. That is literally probably the number one thing that I suggest to everybody. Pre-log the most you can. Breakfast and lunch, I like that idea too, because then you have kind of an idea of what you want for dinner. Because sometimes in the morning you don't have the best idea of what you're gonna crave at night. But I love that, Ash. And also the thing about, you probably saw the scale finally go down because of the whole foods being added. It's so nice finding the hacks for the bagels and the snacks and this and that. It's very, very helpful, but it comes to a point where your body literally gets so used to all of the processed stuff that you're putting into your body, and you almost the plateau is inevitable at a certain point. You got to switch it up so that your body's like, oh, okay, we're still going, we're still doing this, and then it drops.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not saying you have to cut it out
because
forever, but
right, because I had been doing my hacks and stuff, and it was working for a long time, and then I started to plateau, and I was like, so
yes.
I gotta switch it up a little bit, because I gotta keep moving down.
Yeah, yeah. And that's important, guys. I mean, you're bound to plateau. You're bound to not see that weight move, but you have to learn on how to control your emotions when things aren't looking like you're progressing. Okay? That scale is just one indicator of your progress. Only one. It's not everything, right? Your strength in the gym, your energy, your presence, your confidence, your clothes fitting better, right? The way you wake up in the morning, your sleep quality, mental clarity. I can go on and on. All right. Remember, it's just a stupid number on the scale. Yes, it's a great gauge on if we're progressing or not, but just know it's only one aspect of your progression. Okay. Throughout this journey, Tati and I are going to always teach you guys and educate you on how to break through these plateaus. But biggest thing ever, 95% of the time, it's not even a plateau. You're just not doing something you're supposed to be doing. For example, Ash literally said, I wasn't drinking enough water and I was stressed out about it as well. Guys, your pillars of losing body fat and building lean muscle, recovery, nutrition, training, hydration, and stress. Ash said, out of those 5, 2 of them weren't on lock. And that was preventing her from actually breaking through that plateau. Yeah, she switched a couple things with her nutrition, but I promise you, if you just said, you know what, let me actually go back to my roots, focus on hydrating myself, get some really good sleep, and making sure that my stress levels are at a manageable a manageable, portion of my life here, and watch the weight will break through. You just have to be patient and go back to the fundamentals sometimes as well.
And the fundamentals of literally pre-logging, right? Ash, you were doing that in the beginning. You get to a certain point where you do it so much that you kind of know what you're consuming and you have a good idea and it works for a little bit, but then it doesn't, right? And you're like, okay, let me go back to the foundation. I'm going to pre-log my food. I'm going to prepare and I'm going to make sure everything else is on point, because at the end of the day, too, you have been super good with hitting all your tasks, right? You've been super consistent. A plateau is inevitable. You guys, every single one of the best clients on this program hits a plateau, right? It's just about pushing through it to making those tweaks like Ashley just did, and then continuing the downwards trajectory with the scale. So I love that. I love those little things that you tweaked. I love the whole foods. I love going back to your roots. All amazing, amazing, amazing tactics to continue weight loss. You're going to be under 200 pounds this month, easily.
Go. All right, guys. Couple more wins. We got a full house today. Is that Oscar meal prepping?
I'll go.
Yeah, Dee, go ahead.
So mine is very similar to Ashley's. I was struggling, kind of stuck in the same scale number for several weeks, but today I finally broke through. Like for me, like I kept getting sick. Like after a hard workout, I would get sick and I would feel just defeated. Like, oh my gosh, I'm finally making progress. And now I'm sick again. What the flip? So I did some research and turns out like I'm actually not getting enough calories. So the immune system is the first thing to go when your body's trying to do things. So I did a look at my stuff and I'm like, okay, well, where can I get more calories? Where can I make sure that I'm doing what I need to do? And then today also another win for me was like I actually see my progress in my photos. Like I used to see people post their progress photos on like social media and be like, guys, I don't see a difference. I don't see a difference. I'm like, oh, you just want attention, girl. You're doing things. But like and now I get it because I didn't see it until today. And I'm like, I finally see the progress. So that was a big win for me.
That's huge, Dee. I'm looking at your progress pictures right now, and 100% there's differences. I'm going to put them side by side for you so you can see them more clearly. But yes, literally, I love that. You zoomed out, you checked what was going on with your data. Where are you missing stuff? Why are you feeling this way, right? And you acted on it, because I'm looking right now at your dashboard. Your last 2 weeks of nutrition are on point.
Yep.
Where are some switches that you made? And guys, this is the other end of the spectrum where, we have two ends of the spectrum when it comes to losing weight. I always talk about it, where you want to eat more and you're struggling with going over your calories too often, or you're not even that hungry and you're not hitting your calories enough. Okay? There's two problems there. So finding a happy medium is definitely very helpful. What were your shifts, Dee?
So mine is just like using regular dressing instead of like low fat dressing. Also like allowing myself more pasta and rice. Like I know that's probably a big no-no, but like I know I needed more calories. And just looking for those more calorie dense things like that I could add without like feeling overstuffed.
Mm-hmm. And you're still hitting your protein.
Yes, absolutely.
Amazing. Cool. Yeah, if you have the room for it and you need the calories, absolutely.
Yeah, guys, food is fuel, quite literally, right? It actually, if you use it the right way, it can make a huge impact in your life, the way you look, the way you feel, everything.
And it's all about balancing it at the end of the day too, guys. Like if you're hitting your protein and you have extra calories, you can have the snack, you can have the, scoop of ice cream, whatever. But that just means you're so locked in with your other meals and hitting that protein goal that you're basically you won that. You won those extra calories for you to have a little treat if you want it, right? Or a little bit extra rice, extra pasta, whatever. My only like thing that I would say is like make sure that you're also fueling with nutritious foods, right? Instead of maybe like increasing the carb, you can increase with like an avocado, and it's kind of nice. It's a good fat for you, or a little cooking with olive oil instead of like a spray or something like that. Because having like too many carbs too much can also lead to kind of an issue, but I think right now you're fine.
Cool.
Amazing. Next.
Guys, last win. Let's hear it. And a lot of wins.
I'm here.
Hi, Mel.
Hi. Win is I've had an insane week and I still stayed pretty locked in on my food with the exception of one day. And it's hilarious. Y'all getting sick. I keep getting injured.
Mel,
I
what
think
happened to your back?
Oh my gosh, I can barely move. I'm like, I might as well just keep working all night because I can't, nothing feels good. I can't, yeah. I thought I was a beast. I was at work. I decided to move this huge ass planter. Sorry, it needed to swear. And I picked it up on an angle and my body said, no, absolutely not. I was like, rest of the day, like I was doing so good. Rest of the day, I'm limping. Last night, I'm vertical. It was rough. It's rough. And I got to stop thinking I'm that strong. I got to bring it down a notch and pay attention to, first it was, it's nuts.
Mateo always says this, and it's so true. The most injuries happen when you're not even at the gym or working out. Like none of you have gotten injured at the gym.
No.
At least I don't remember, but that's so crazy. That's so funny. Just focus on getting better. And like you said, what you can control, your nutrition. I think that's a very
It's killing me though. I want to go get on. I want to get on. My trackpad's calling me. My gym is calling, but I'm telling you, it's my family's like, are you going to be okay? Like, do you need to go to kind? I'm like, it's fine. I'm just going to keep some meat on it. I'm hoping we don't have to go that route, but I think it'll heal. It's just one of those things. Unfortunately, it's just frustrating because I made those adjustments on my food. I figured it out and I was so locked in. And all it takes is one wrong move, if you're not paying attention. I'm not that strong that I think I am. I got to stop doing that. But it's like you get tunnel vision. You're on track. I've got my food locked in, my exercise locked in, and then I just, with one wrong twist. So it's okay. It's not going to derail me. I'm not going to discourage. I know that scale is going to go up a little bit because I literally can't get my steps in because I'm suffering over here and nothing's touching it. But I know that as soon as this comes up, I'm back in there. So it's making me crazy. I can't hit all my dots, but you guys, you know what's going on. And I told you as soon as it happens. So it is what it is. Nothing I can do. So it's my win in a weird way.
Well, no, to be honest though, Mel, injuries are injuries. It sucks. It sucks, right? Face it, accept it. Now just think of what can I do to get myself back on track as fast as possible. That's my mentality when I'm sick. That's my mentality when I'm injured. And I do everything in my willpower to get right back where I know I should be. Right? Because there's going to be two routes. One route's like, oh, I'm injured, whatever. My fitness journey is done. I'm going to eat this. I'm going to da-da-da-da-da-da. And then you just spiral out and then you lost all of your hard results that you've been working really hard for. Or the other route, you're like, you know what? This sucks, but I accept it. Now let me figure out a couple ways, couple techniques, maybe to get some stretches in, some light walks, focus on my sleep, my hydration, my nutrition, so I can prime my body to get to where it needs to be as fast as possible. You have two options, right? And I know which option.
Option B all the way, all the way. I also did my fail for the week for sharing those at all was I had such an insane day yesterday, back to back meetings, interviews, and I did not. I brought up a soup. I brought up some things, but it wasn't exactly what I needed. I didn't hit any of my goals yesterday, like none of them. And I'm like, whatever, today I will. Like it was one of those exceptions to the rules. Nobody can have a perfect week, which frustrates me. Shows my personality. But sometimes life gets crazy and I did the best I could with what I had. I still made good choices. You know, I had a chicken salad wrap. I only had time to get half at lunch, half at dinner. My macros were way down. My protein was way down. But I hydrated all day and I killed it at work and I did what I could. So I think it was a win, even though my day looks really bad on the app. I know I did well. So that's my fail, but I think it's still a win. You know, I didn't eat crap. I didn't go there. It was not an option. So that's my thoughts.
Guys, that's the difference between being a winner and being a loser. All right. The reason why you guys are here because y'all ain't losers. Seriously. Winners, they still show up no matter what. It ain't gonna be perfect, it ain't gonna be pretty, but they're showing up regardless.
Mhm.
Losers love the easy route out. They love it. You guys don't. Figure it out, adapt to the circumstance, hold yourself to that standard, hold yourself to that value that you know that you're capable of having for yourself, and abide by that every single day. Period. There should be non-negotiables in your life. There should be boundaries set in your life by now. Seriously, guys. Thanks for sharing, Mel. Super relatable. I absolutely love that. Cool. So Tati, let's get started with the questions here.
Okay, so first of all, you guys, we added this topic as a part of a lesson for you guys because when I sent out the survey, a lot of you guys said that one of the things that you wanted to hear in these group calls is me and Mateo's fitness journey and kind of going over how we got here, which I was surprised about. I'm like, you guys want to know about us? Like, that's crazy. So we came up with some questions to answer, but let's just, get into it, I guess. Can you see the questions, Mateo?
They're in the chat. Didier dropped them in there.
Cool. All right, Mateo, you're going first. What moment made you realize something had to change?
Damn. Sorry.
Run it back. Guys, we've been on our fitness journeys for what, like almost a decade now? Like
So I actually started my fitness journey and going to the gym because of straight up heartbreak. Heartbreak. Yeah, heartbreak. And then my friend kept saying, yo, come to the gym, come to the gym. I'm like, nah, dude, the gym sucks. I don't know what the heck I'm doing in there. And then he's like, just come, man, just come. I finally showed up, started lifting. Then he kept forcing me to go. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I felt like everyone was looking at me. And 1 month, I was just seeing my chest grow a little bit, my arms, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of nice. And then I got obsessed after that point, though. Obsessed. And then from there, I was counting every macronutrient possible. I was eating 1,400 calories. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I was starving myself, got so damn lean and super skinny. And I was like, okay, cool. I have abs, but what the heck do I do now? I can't do this for the rest of my life. And then from there, I gained a whole lot of weight because the rebound is nuts. You guys know about it. Half of you guys are here because of that. Rebound was nuts, gained a whole lot of weight. Now I'm fat again. And I'm like, dude, what is going on here? And then that's kind of how the cycle broke. And then finally, I figured out a way that I was able to hit the gym, eat healthy, and still get some great results. And that's kind of my moment of change right there.
I didn't know it was because of heartbreak. That's sad.
Yeah, no, it was good at the time, though. If any guy knows, they know.
LOL.
Or girl. I know a lot of, some of you guys called me on that call too, saying something similar. So
Fair enough. That's it.
that's it.
For me, it looked a little different than that. I I talk about it on Instagram all the time, but over the course of like my fitness journey, I've lost like actually closer to 40 pounds. I say 30, but it's closer to 40. I did not know anything about the gym. I didn't play any sports in high school, you guys. I only like was a cheerleader. Ironically, I was actually the flyer on top because I was super skinny in high school. And then college happened and I gained a ton of weight. I was the moment that it was like, okay, something needs to change is I turned 20 or like 19, 20, 21 around that age. And I started going out with my friends more. And I did not like the way I looked in clothes. I was like, this doesn't even fit me. Like, I want to be able to take pictures and like post them. And Instagram had like kind of just became a thing. And yeah, that was like a shift where I was like, okay, I need to do something about this. I had no idea what I was doing. Um, and I signed up for Lifetime. So I was paying like 300 bucks a month at that point. I remember I was sitting in my car in a parking lot just like depressed and I was like, okay, what do I do? I'm going to sign up for the most expensive gym so that I'm forced to go every single day. And literally full sent it. On top of that, I spent $300 at Lifetime and I spent another $500 a month on a trainer. So I was spending upwards of $800 a month. Mind you guys, I did not have a job at this point. I was literally taking all the money I had and paying like Lifetime in this trainer. But it worked and I lost a bunch of weight and just kept going. And from there, I was kind of just like self-taught with some, coaching along the way. And yeah, and now we're here. So for me, it was kind of all over the place. I had been super skinny before. I had been bigger. And I've kind of just acted on both of those things. So, when people come to our team and they feel like they need to gain weight or they on the ladder feel like they need to lose weight, I've been on both ends of it. So it's been interesting. But yeah, that was to answer the question when I kind of realized I needed to make a change is when I was very low confidence. And I hear a lot of you guys say this, which I super relate to, especially the girls, like you feel like you are a confident person. You feel like, you guys know I'm a yapper. I've always been like this, right? I've always been just like saying whatever I felt and not really holding back on people. But it got to a point where I was like, wait, the way I talk and the way I think about like my personal self, it doesn't reflect in how I look at all. Like it just didn't match at a certain point. So that's when I was like, okay, we gotta like actually get it together because what I'm telling people and I'm giving this advice and I'm being super blunt with others, but like I'm not even being blunt with myself. Like it just doesn't make sense at that point. So I think that's also a big one too. Like, yeah, Hara, it's the Middle Eastern in us. I mean, that's just what it is. Like you literally just say it how it is and then you're like, wait, but if somebody told me how it was, I wouldn't like it because I don't feel like I look the part. And I think that's a big one. So that's also adding to that. All right, second question. Mateo, what habits made the biggest difference for you over time?
Tracking in the beginning for sure, because I learned so much. Like the caloric intake that was good for my body, the macronutrients, all of that. The knowledge was everything. Over time, like now I'm not tracking. I just eat relatively the same thing over and over, but I know how my body's going to adapt from it now. But in the beginning, tracking is essential for the knowledge department. Another habit, yeah, like just creating non-negotiables. Like for me, I'm not drinking soda, juices, none of that baloney, drinking my sugar, not doing it. It's a waste of calories. I'd rather have calories that are actually going to help me feel my best, look my best, and I'm not going to just be drinking it. If I'm going to be drinking calories, the only thing I'm drinking is like a protein smoothie or a protein shake. Another non-negotiable for me is just like fried food. It ain't helping you. It ain't helping me. Why are we eating it? It's a bunch of oily crap. It's not meant to be in your body. Fast food too, at this point in my life, I'm like, not doing it. Not doing it. Like, especially the stories you're hearing on what they're even putting in this food, I'm not doing it. I'd rather eat something that's going to make me look my best, feel my best, and spend the extra penny for it. Guys, the food you're eating is an investment every single day. Might as well make the investment worth it because you're worth it. Another habit, consistently trying to invest in myself as well, right? My skill set, my coaching, my business, better gym, better equipment, better laptop, better coaches, better team, consistently investing in everything for myself and for everyone around me as well. Makes a huge difference in life because you only got one life, might as well make it make it worth it. So those are a couple habits that are really help me out.
For me, I think a big one was the pre-logging, like Ashley was talking about. Like, whenever you guys tell me to do that, I'm just like, it's music to my ears because I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, like that is exactly what worked for me. I did not start seeing weight loss until I started doing that. Also just like, this isn't really a habit, but just kind of can be like just putting my ego aside and stop thinking that I know everything. Like, I needed to accept at a certain point that like I just wasn't doing the right things. I needed to learn in order to make changes. I think that's a huge one, especially when you have a personality like mine where I just kind of described it. And also another one, also not so much a habit, but made a huge shift. I cut off so many people. Like, my whole friend group changed. I like literally snipped people out of my life. Like, it was crazy. I broke up with my ex. I cut off friends. Like, I remember I had a friend group where our thing was to go out. Like, this was the only thing we did. There was nothing else. We would just go out to eat and we would pig out and all get regular Cokes. And guys, I swear to God, if you ever see me with a regular Coke, like, you have permission to smack me in the face. I will I will never do that again. And it kind of just made me realize, like, I cut off all those people because I was like, all we're doing is eating really shitty food together. That's all we're doing. We have nothing else in common. It was a weird scenario, but yeah, cut off a bunch of people. And yeah, just also like made it a point that every single day I was going to do something for my health. It didn't matter. I had such a busy schedule at a certain point, but like Mateo said, like I just had non-negotiables every single day. It was kind of like a light bulb. Like, one day I was acting like, how I did in the past, made a decision literally that day in the parking lot. And then after that, I just kind of was like, I'm not going to do anything I did before that day. So it was honestly like a light bulb, which I feel like a lot of you guys can relate to. Because that's literally why you're all here. You all hit that light bulb and realized that you needed to make a change for yourself. So can
Yeah.
definitely relate to that.
Before we get to the next question, does anyone have like takeaways or anything they kind of want to share based on kind of what we've been speaking about,
Or any additional questions?
or any light bulb moments for you?
Yeah.
Because I hear that a lot. I know Hara has a light bulb moment. Who else is in here? Ash, Oscar, Hannah, where you're just like, man, like it's just clicking now, right? Things are just what I want you guys to understand. You're not chasing results anymore. You're making yourself into a person where you attract them. Your inputs, your routine, the way you show up for yourself, the results are inevitable. They are coming your way. You don't have to chase them anymore, guys. No more chasing. You start attracting everything you ever wanted in your life. But you have to start building yourself every single day. It's not easy. Trust me, it really ain't. But everything you ever wanted is on the other side of that.
Hannah said light bulb moment is stop complaining and start changing, literally. It's
Love it.
literally that simple, you guys. I'm like, why do I complain? Literally, because at the end of the day, you're the one doing everything, right? Like you're the one making changes, putting in inputs. Once you have the realization that you are in control of every single thing that happens in your life and single thing that you do, it's a game changer, right? You almost need to sit with yourself, you guys, and be like, everything that is happening to my personal self is because of me. Every single thing. The people that fail to change are the people that believe that other people or other things have something to do with it. Victim mentality. We're not victims. We're in control of our lives. That's why we're changing. It's kind of that simple. It's not that simple, but it's simple. Sorry.
No, I interrupted. I apologize. The definition is sanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Like I wanted something different, but I wasn't making myself a priority. The light bulb was, I'm worth it.
Yep.
If I want this, I got to go get it. It's not going to just come to me. And that was my light bulb moment. Every day, getting in that gym, grinding. I'm important.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my light bulb.
Every single one of you guys is worth it. Every single one. Every single one of you deserves results, deserves to look exactly how you want, to feel exactly how you want. And it's all 100% possible. That's the beautiful thing about it, right? We get into our own heads, you guys. And that's why me and Mateo are here, because we just learned it the most hard way possible, right? We all get into our heads and almost tell ourselves like, no, it works for her. It doesn't work for me. No, that's a little too hard. No, I can't do that. It doesn't fit with my lifestyle. When the beautiful part about it is all of us are figuring it out, that none of us have the same schedule. None of us have the same life. None of us have the same program. None of us have the same meal plan. We're all doing things completely differently and all getting results because it doesn't matter. It's just about you.
Yeah.
That's it.
One day too, Hara, I'm gonna ask you because I want your pitch on this, but one thing that was frustrating me, and I don't like to compare myself whatsoever, like on Instagram, maybe in my early days when I was like super insecure, but on Instagram, you see it all, right? Like these crazy lives. I was looking at these people and I'm like, why not me? Why not me? What's so special about them? The only difference between that person you see on social media, whether it's real or not, is they're actually doing it and you're not. That's the only difference. They're not special, none of that. They're just actually doing it. And that stuck with me. That was eating me alive, that question. It would actually keep me up very late at night. Why not me? Why am I not living my best life? Right? Who has to suffer because I'm playing small? That stuck with me, honestly. Hara, I'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I actually relate with a lot of the things that you guys said, but one thing that Tati said at the end, which goes with what you're saying right now, and my light bulb as well, is the friend group part. I still have those friends, but different dynamic now. But all we did is eat and go drink, eat and go drink over and over and over and over again. And my light bulb moment, and the moment where I was like, why do I look like this? And why does the girl next to me look like this? Not that I was comparing myself, but in a healthy way, was actually at a bar called Blind Duck. I took a picture and then I looked at it the next day and I go, I don't look like how I want to, and why, like the way what you were saying, like, okay, I dress up, I'm wearing this cologne. I speak like this. I'm so confident. But then these people are so fit and I'm not fit. Turns out that I actually have to work towards being fit and it doesn't just happen. I was just so, I hate to say that I was so egotistical that I thought that I should have it just because I carry myself a certain way. Like I should be fit, you know, just because I'm like this. Turns out no, it's a very humbling experience, you know, and you actually have to put in a lot of work towards it. But it's a great experience. It's very humbling, but it's a good experience. But that was that picture, and I'll send it to you guys one day. That was my that was my moment where I was like, and I think that was the time that I actually messaged you, and I was like, I think we have a problem here.
Oh yeah.
We need to fix something.
Thanks for
No,
sharing.
it's so relatable, Hara. It's so relatable because at the end of the day, like they don't teach us how to look a certain way in school. Like they just don't teach you these things. They teach you how to, you know, get a job that you want and like critically think, kind of. But because somewhat. But, you know, it doesn't teach you how to live the life that you want to live. And at the end of the day, like my PE teacher taught me if my gut is bigger than my if my wait, what? If your butt is bigger than your gut? If your if my gut is bigger than my butt, I have an issue. Oh. No, 100%. But you know what, guys? At the end of the day, I think what we're kind of like taking out of what everybody's also saying is the fact that like 99% of this is mental. And we say that to you guys all the time, and it sounds cliche, but it's not, because the moment you start is because of something mental. You keep going because of mental. You're able to keep doing it consistently when you mentally convince yourself that you need to keep going, right? When you hit a plateau and you're in your head, it's mental. 99% of this entire process is mental. I think all of you guys are kind of coming to that realization and just snapping into the fact of like, okay, it's mental, it's me. Clearly, my mental hasn't been exactly where it needs to be for the past X amount of years. That's why I got to this place. But now the mental needs to switch in order for me to get to X place that I want to be, right? It's literally that. It's not simple, but it is at the same time.
Yeah. 100%. All right.
I have a
next
question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say I have a question for both of you. Um, I So there was a lot of personal trainers out there. There is a lot of programs out there, a lot of coaches out there, and I've tried plenty, and my friends have tried plenty. My question is, well, first of all, I appreciate everything you guys do, and how this doesn't feel like a job. Like this feels like you guys actually care, which is why we're here, which is why this community is so happy to be here. And I want to know, I lost my words, but I want to know, why do you, like, okay, you got, like Mateo, you got healthy and now you want everyone to be healthy. Why do you have a passion for it? And you're not just out here like every other coach, just, I don't know, collecting money and then just sending out random videos. Because the reason, like for everyone here, the reason I even signed up, it's because although I messaged Mateo, but I was letting go and he did not let me go. He was like, like he kept talking to me and he was like, this is what you need to do. So I saw a lot of care. And that's when I was like, okay, he actually cares. And then I spoke to Tati and she cares so much, And I guess, like, why aren't you guys like any other people? Why do you care?
I know what Mateo's gonna say.
Do you? I don't even know what I'm gonna say.
What
Okay,
is
well,
your
I'm gonna-
why?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. One, it's because we've been through it and we know that it sucks. Two, it's because we actually like all of you guys. Like, do you understand how many people we talk to? Like, I don't think a lot of you guys think about that part, because this is our job to you, but you guys, we talk to a lot of people. And a lot of them, we don't like them, and that's why they're not here. So if you're here, we like you, and we actually care about you and your results and your life.
Yeah.
We ask you some pretty deep ass questions from the day we meet you. So we get to know you very early. And we decide to bring you a part of this team because we actually F with you. Okay? So if I don't fuck with somebody, I'm not going to care about their results.
Yeah, it's true. Like Hara, honestly, like I fought for you. Oh my goodness, Hara. Like I did not, I didn't. Oh, that
Not
was
only like though, but also see potential. Because Har, at the end of the day, Mateo, he's talked to me about that before, and he reverts solely back to the fact that he knew that you had so much potential, right? And that's why we fight for you guys, because we either really like you and know you're going to do super well, or we see such high potential and desire for you guys to make your lives better that it's like, why wouldn't we care? Why wouldn't we?
yeah, yeah. And like the thing is too, I get it too. There's a lot of coaches, a lot of programs, a lot of trainers out there. One is like lack of knowledge, lack of experience. And nowadays, like it sucks when someone like, gets scammed or, ends up with the wrong coach that they're not in alignment. They were like smooth talking them. I don't know what happened, but why you guys are here is for a reason, right? You saw our content, you liked something that we said, and we're in alignment, right? And we tell you guys how it is. We're super direct. It's because we genuinely care. Because Coach Tati and I can literally just BS you the entire time and not actually be the coach you need, but be the coach maybe that you wanted initially, right? But I think a lot of you guys are here just because of how transparent and everything's on the table, right? We're not here to just like beat around the bush. We tell you how it is because we actually want to see you guys succeed. And going back to Tati's point, yeah, that first meeting with every single one of you guys, like we take that very serious. We're very selective with who we want here. I mean, imagine one bad apple here. I'd
It's
kick.
happened before.
Oh yeah, and they got booted, right? So that's just how it is, guys. This community literally means the world to us. That's why I'm coming back up to Boston. I better see all you guys there. Kat, you might have to take a flight. We'll talk more about that. But yeah, guys, May is going to be awesome. I'm very excited to meet every single one of you. We're going to go through like a sick hike, sick workout, maybe do like a team challenge. Coach Tati versus Coach Mateo, and then we kind of group split everyone up and just have like a good time. Good food, award ceremony for like the most consistent, best transformation, who we're most proud of, all of that. This community wouldn't be anything without you guys, and I'm glad to be your coach. Me and Coach Tati are very proud of every single one of you guys, honestly. And we truly want the best for you, and we're gonna make sure we show up our best every single day for you guys.
Literally, it's that simple. And there are just like bad people out there in every single job, right? And there's just, you're going to come across that. But at the end of the day, I think that, I mean, we tell you guys all the time, like being adaptable in this journey of yours is so important. Being adaptable in your job and your business is so important, and especially in the role that me and Mateo have. If we weren't adaptable to work with so many different types of people, we would be ass coaches. Like we would suck at this job. Okay. So I think that that's something that I want all of you guys to just like focus on working on every single day, is your adaptability skills. Okay. Because at the end of the day, my check-in with Hara looks the complete opposite as my check-in with Oscar, right? Like, but we're still successful in both check-ins. Why? Because me and Mateo focus on our adaptability and just bringing the best energy for each and every one of you in different ways that you're going to receive it. And I just don't think a lot of people out there are good at that. And I don't think we're perfect at it either, but we're going to try every single day to get better at it. I think that's the important part. And I think all of you guys need to also like make that a point in your lives is like focus on your adaptability skills when it comes to workouts, nutrition, talking to other people. If you have a business and you're an entrepreneur, focus on being adaptable in that. You know, focus on being adaptable when life hits hard and you just need to like, you know, bring your attention elsewhere. It's all encompassing. It's in so many different factors of life and it's so important. But I think to answer your question, that's another thing too. All
And
right.
a lot of you guys also, these coaches out there, like I'm not putting shame, but a lot of them is just very cookie cutter ChatGPT crap. And they're giving it the same thing to all of their clients. Like every single one of your programs, your check-ins, all of that is very specific to you guys. And look at it, you guys are literally transforming your entire lives because of how specific we make it to you. The whole purpose of this journey is to make this as easy as possible for you guys to stay on track, not as hard as possible. Life is already hard. Coach Tati and I are trying to make this as easy as possible for you, give you the clarity, give you the reassurance so you can keep pushing forward. You know, we're not really your cheerleaders, right? But we are going to tell you how it is because we actually want the best for you. And that goes back to just on you guys. If you guys need something specific for your programming, something's not clicking, maybe you got an injury, travel's coming up, let us know. That's the whole point of this, right? This is life. You ain't no professional athlete unless someone didn't tell me that on the first call. You ain't no bodybuilders, right? We're normal people living our best lives and trying to get in the best shape ever. Simple. So let's make that a reality for you and just make it as realistic possible. But yeah, that was a great question, Hara.
Great question.
Yeah, but I did fight for Hara. Oh my God. I don't even want to get back to that. That was Hara.
You gave him trauma.
Hara. Oh my goodness. All right, next question.
Thank you guys.
I gotcha.
Any other questions, you guys? Anything about our journeys, why we're here, anything. Doesn't even matter what shoe size we are.
I don't have any specific question. Just want to say that I appreciate the stories here, just because going back to what you said about social media, it is kind of easier to look at something and think, oh, they got it all, or they got things going right for them. Why can't I? You know, stuff like that is very real. And I just like the transparency in that, because especially letting us know how long you guys have been doing this, because it's not easy. It takes time, patience, and so I think it's nice that those fundamentals are being instilled within this program. And I appreciate knowing how real that journey was for you guys as well.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think that's literally a big part of it too. It's like like I always say, guys, like we've been through it. Like, guys, me and Mateo are still not at the body that we want. Think about that. Think about it. Like your goals just continue to pile onto each other. Like I am still not at my desired outcome, but I'm not going to stop. Right? Am I happy and confident where I am? Absolutely. Did I achieve that? Absolutely. But then another goal came in and another goal came in. So I think that's something that's super important that I always try to instill within you guys, is that this is a long, long journey that you sign up for when that light bulb goes off in your head. Because your first goal is going to get accomplished, yes. Your second one, yes. Your third one, yes. Fourth, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 37, 50, right? It's all going to happen. It just takes a very long time. Patience, adaptability, so important. And just like being surrounded by like-minded others.
Yeah, but also we're trying to teach you guys, like Tati was saying, there is no, what's the average journey time? That's a great question, Mel.
There isn't one.
That's why we tell you guys, you're exactly where you need to be. There's no rush. You're not late to the party. Focus on your inputs and love the journey. Stop worrying about the future. Oh, I can't wait until I'm this. I can't wait till I'm that. It's like, you're going to get there. And then guess what? you're going to be thinking about the future again. And you're in this endless cycle of never actually be present and being grateful for the body that you currently have. That needs to get cut out immediately. I love the ambition. I love the drive, but you have to enjoy the process. You have to enjoy the day to day. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and start really romanticizing this and loving yourself every single day. And yes, when you do that, you will start getting the abs. Yes, you will start getting the BBL allegations, of course.
And I already got them.
Exactly. So just enjoy the process, guys. Okay? Be present, love yourself. There's no end goal. The goal is for you to just keep going in every single day and actually doing this. It's true, right?
That's why this isn't a program that we advertise, lose 30 pounds in 3 months. Like, that's just not what we're advertising. Yeah, is it possible? Yes. Like, you can't, well, maybe not 30 pounds, but you know what I'm saying. Like, obviously, timeline of weight loss is possible. We can give you a rough scientific estimate on like what it can look like. But at the end of the day, that's not what we're doing here. We're focused on longevity and sustainability and continuing to be able to, like we say to all of you guys, create you into your own personal coach so that you never need one again.
Yeah. This girl that I've been working with since 2024, you probably saw her in the WhatsApp group. Shout out to Almighty. The first day I spoke with this girl, she only wanted to lose 30 pounds to like look cute in a dress. Fast forward 2 years, she's telling me, Mateo, I want to get into running. Mateo, I'm leveling up in my career. Mateo, this and that. It's because it's deeper than that. All right? You don't even know, guys, how you're gonna look or how you're gonna feel like in a couple months from now. Now do 5 years from now, right? Me and Tati been doing this for years, decade. Now imagine yourself, you guys are at the beginning and you're seeing amazing results for yourself. Watch how far you're actually gonna go. You can't even imagine that. A lot of you guys never even maybe seen your body look like that before, ever, right? So just enjoy the process. It's coming. It's coming. You just got to focus on the inputs and make the results inevitable for yourself. That's all you can control. You can't control the timeline, but you can control the inputs you do every single day. You can control showing up, and that's what counts.
And one of the questions that Didier sent us was, what advice would you give someone who keeps starting over? And that was literally going to be my answer, is like, do not stop what you're doing until you see the results. Because a lot of you guys start, like, when we hear the term starting over, it's because you never even did it full force in the first place, right? Starting over isn't a thing when you're in momentum. There is no starting over. You're building habits so that you don't start over, right? I think that was a big one for me in my journey, is because in the beginning, I did feel that starting over feeling, because I would do it for like 2 weeks. I count my calories for like a week or two, or maybe like 5 days here, 5 days there, and I wasn't seeing the results. And then I was like, oh, why do I keep starting over? Why do I feel like I've been doing this for so long and there's no results? It's because I wasn't actually doing it. And then I finally stuck to it. Like, I finally stuck to it every day for months, right? And I saw that scale move down and I was like, oh, it's because I wasn't actually doing it. So to answer that question, don't stop until you see the results. And then don't stop until you see the results that you want. Because at the end of the day, sorry.
You keep going.
At the end of the day, the results that you want is the main goal right now. And then when you hit that, you create another one. You're not going to go backwards. You just like keep building on itself, like I keep saying.
Yeah. Another thing too, I see this question here. I think this is pretty good. It says, number 4, it says, what's the biggest excuse you used to tell yourself?
What was yours?
For me, I would always externally blame everything else. Oh, that guy's genetics is just better than me. Oh, that guy came from a rich family. Oh, this and that. That, like I said, that's when that light bulb switched to me, and I said, why not me? And then I just took full accountability and stopped with the excuses. That's why when you guys tell me any BS or any excuse, I've heard it all. Tati has as well. We're
You guys
not
have no idea.
here for that. You know, we're here for solutions, not excuses, right? The best thing that I love from you guys is when you come to me, hey, coach, I have a problem. I've been doing X, Y, and Z, and I own that. Like, I messed up, and here's my solution for it. Guys, that's what Coach Tati and I are looking for. We absolutely love that. Then from that solution, we can help you actually make that a reality for you, right? We want you guys to have full ownership of your actions, because when you have that ownership over your life, you can start creating your reality rather than reacting to it.
Period. I don't even remember my excuses. They were so stupid. I literally like remember I used to be like I still sometimes like catch myself doing this, and I don't act on it anymore, but like I wear glasses, and I remember that I would always not go to the gym when I didn't bring my contacts with me, and that would be my excuse. And now I'm just like, that's so stupid. Just go to the gym. Like, what are you doing? And now I do, like, I'll go to the gym with my glasses. It's like the most annoying experience ever, in my opinion. But yeah, that used to, yeah, Dylan, it like your glasses be sliding off your face. It's just annoying. But like, it's not an excuse. You know what I mean? I used to do it all the time. Sometimes I used to purposely not put contacts in my bag so that later on I would have an excuse not to go. Think about that, guys. That's crazy.
That's nuts.
It's nuts. But, you know, so
Uh,
that's an excuse I remember.
Also to D, I saw your message. So we're planning on a retreat, guys, as well, for next year, early next year. It's gonna be sick. We're gonna do like some sort of sick villa for you guys, wellness, physical, spiritual, mental, all of that. We guys just want to sharpen all your tools, and more importantly, just great vibes and connect with you guys. It's going to be legendary. I'm going to get a videographer, personal chef for you guys. It's going to get lit. It's going to get fun. That's going to be for next year, early next year, because that's just a little bit more planning. We'll set up the RSVP. I'll get those tickets loaded out for you guys. But the first meetup is going to be in May in Boston. The second one, we're going somewhere tropical, guys. Like we're going to have some fun. Did that answer your question, D? Hopefully it did.
Yeah, we'll give you guys a bunch of opportunities to like we want to make this more of a like a regular thing to meet up and like bring the community together. So there will definitely be more opportunities in the future. May isn't the only like thing. We just honestly recently started coming up with these ideas because going back to my point I made earlier, like we actually like you guys and want to meet you guys.
Yeah, yeah. Like last year, I would have never done this at
Guys,
all.
last year we would have never done this.
Shout out to the OGs who's been here for a long
Yeah,
time.
the OGs that stuck through,
Yeah.
good people.
Great people. But seriously, like you guys are awesome. We want to connect, and just bring this community. That's where this is going. Like I actually changed my my name on Instagram and just overall rebranded. So it's not Lifting with Mateo anymore. It's called Living with Meaning. When I first started this, I was doing personal training, right? Lifting with Mateo. It kind of just makes sense, right? I got a good ring to it. Did good, amazing. But what we're building here, it's just more than that, right? So I wanted to switch it. Shout out to Mama Duke. She actually hooked me up with this awesome name, Living with Meaning. And I feel like the discussions I have with you guys 95% of the time is speaking about intent and the reason why we're even doing this in the first place, right? And in doing so, that's how I wanted to rebrand this and make it more about just the community, and just pour all in on this, guys. I'm looking forward to it. I'm also going to be dropping some sick merch for you guys. I'll be hooking you guys up with it, so that's going to be in the works. But yeah, I'm excited for May coming up. I'm pumped to see you guys and connect with you.
Same. And to answer your question, Hara, the reason why the community used to be a little iffy is because, and we'll take ownership of it. We were not selective. We were not selective. And the main thing was there were people on this program that needed the program but didn't want the program. All of you guys want to be here. And that's the difference. You want change, there's urgency in it for you, and you have a go-getter mentality. That's the main difference. It's not because, some stupid reason, like it's actually just because of the people that you are. So really, like, honestly, to end off, you guys, like digest that. That's the type of people that you are. You're doers. You have ambition. There's urgency for you to make your life better because you're creating it. You're great people that deserve great results. You want to be here. You want it for yourself. So to go back on my other point as well, that's why we care. And that's why we are getting results, no questions asked. Because we have the information for you and you guys actually want to do it. That's a perfect pairing.
Yep, 100%. And to answer, Steph, I see you in the chat. I was about to drop a message, but it's for everyone. I also encourage you guys to maybe bring some friends or family to that May event as well. Whoever you think would be a good vibe and wants to get like a nice workout, see the community, I highly recommend you bringing your friends. And that goes back to my next point. You guys are a bunch of savages now, and you need to know that you have the power to impact people's lives now by the work you're putting into yourself. It is selfish for you guys not to teach people now. It is selfish for you guys not to practice what you preach every single day and be that light for someone, right? This is bigger than you, all right? I know you guys want to, look your best, summer's coming up, but it's bigger than that. The work you're putting in now is going to impact so many people's lives around you, your relationships, your family. I had a check-in with Lais today, and she's like, yeah, Mateo, my whole family's eating healthy now.
That's so fire.
Family's even more tighter together now. And it was because I stepped up, because I started focusing on my health, because I'm leading by example. No one cares what you say. They will care on what you actually do, though. Your actions speak louder than words 10x. All right? This is bigger than you guys. Let's start waking up. Summer's around the corner. Let's raise the bar, raise the standards. Let's get it cracking. I want to see you guys in May. It's going to be good.
This chat's getting me amped.
Let's see it. PTSD for my Stairmaster. Tati's dancing. Nice. But cool, guys. Any questions or anything else you guys have before we wrap things up? Cool. All right. Other than that, guys, God bless you. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you on the next one.
Peace out, guys.
Peace, team.